This topic I'm gonna discuss is gonna be about transitioning through friends when you're young and now that you're older. I don't know, it's just like when I have conversations like with friends and stuff, and I look back on how I used to be with old friends and how I am now, it's like a big difference. Because I understand the growth, but it doesn't mean that I like it. It doesn't mean that I like it. Let me say that clearly. I'd say like 6-7 years ago, dude, like I had a whole bunch of friends, and they were crazy, just like me, even a little more crazier than me. So it's just like you have your friends like when you're younger, and you think that they're gonna be your friends like as you get older, and they're not. It's like you have your best friends, you have your associates, you have your homegirls, your homeboys, people you work with, people you went to school with, stuff like that you just keep in contact with, that you hang out with. And it's just like you have those moments where all you do is hang out and have fun, you know what I mean? Just do stupid shit, excuse my language, just do stupid stuff, hanging out, just being young. And it's just like you don't really have as many cares and worries as you have now being an adult, you know. It's just like back then you could hang out, you could still hang out late now, but it's just like you could hang out late, you could get drunk, you could call off of work if you have a job, like just doing dumb stuff, just like dating. It's just like certain things back then that you could do that you can't do now with your friends, and even without your friends. It's just like it's a difference now, like, and it's kind of sad, but then again it shows maturity, it shows growth, and it shows and it shows the ability to grow and just mature and just better yourself. And it's just like certain people and certain friendships are supposed to stay back, you know, back there where they are back then, back when, like. And it's friendships now that are supposed to be here, that are supposed to be valid, strong, like actual friendships, let me say it that way. Because I understand now that my friends back then weren't as educated as the friends that I have now, nor were they, I'm trying to say this and not offend no one, nor were they mentally stable, financially stable, or emotionally stable, you know what I mean, back then. Hell, I'm gonna just say it like that too. Like when you're young, you don't think about your future. You think about your future, but you don't think about it in depth as you think about it now, being 26, 7, 28, you know, almost 30 years old. It's like you don't give a shit about that. Like, yo, you just want to party, date, have fun, get drunk, like smoke, like whatever, like, you know what I mean? You know how it is when you're younger, like you don't give a shit. And it's like now I miss them, because it's like I miss the good times, I miss the parties, I miss just hanging out, just having fun. It's just like not really having to care about how this person might think of you, or what this person has to say about you. You didn't care. Like, you didn't care back then. Your friends didn't care. Like, y'all just party, you know what I mean? Just messing up a whole bunch of stuff. Like, just, yo. But now that I'm older, like, I don't even have no friends. Like, I don't have no friends like that. Like back then, I had a whole bunch of friends. And now that I'm older, it's just like, what friends? What friends, man? I don't have no friends. So, I just like to focus on myself and just think, just be mentally open to learning new things, being responsible, being mature, keeping those likely-minded people around me, people that want things out of life, people that have goals, that set goals, that want to achieve new things, ones that are positive, you know what I mean, ones that look forward to a better life than what they have now. It's just like, I only have like 3 maybe 3.5 friends that I could actually sit down and just have a mature conversation with, that's level-headed like me, that's on the same page when it comes to knowing what they want out of life, knowing what they need to do to pursue it, lining up their endeavors, like things that they want to do after they've gotten to a point where their dreams are accomplished. Because I feel like there's always going to be a spot in your life for a friend, whether it's you just having a friend just because, or if it's just having a friend that's gonna be there for you through I can't even say that word, through a traumatic time, or if it's like a friend that's you just need for advice, like, or if it's a friend that's gonna keep you level-headed to achieve your goals, and you help them to be level-headed to achieve their goals, you know what I mean? And I just feel like everybody needs at least 1 or 2 friends to just be there. Like, you need somebody to be there. Like, nothing you can do things on your own, but I feel like having a support system is always best. I think having a support system is a great thing, because you need somebody to lift you up when you're going through something. You need somebody to rely on, like you do. So this video is just the comparison to friends now opposed to friends, I'd say 5 years ago. Even friends like that were with me in high school, like fucking stuff up. Like, I don't even know why I'm cursing, but it's just like that. Like 5 years ago compared to now, it's just like I'm a total different person. I've evaluated myself completely. I'm not perfect, but I have grown a lot. I've grown a lot in a lot of things that I do now. I think now before I do things. I look at the bigger picture before I make decisions. I reevaluate my feelings when it comes to allowing people to be into my life and into my mental, personal, and emotional space. I'm very private now, opposed to how I was 5 years ago. I loved talking to people. I loved meeting new people. I did not care if me or that person was not the same. And a lot of that still applies to me now, but it's just like I'm more what's the word? I'm more responsible when it comes to allowing people into my personal space. Back then I didn't really have a care because I was a weirdo. I'm still a weirdo now. I'm just a responsible weirdo. But like, I had friends that were like totally different that actually got along with each other. I don't know. It's just like I was more of a free spirit back then, and now I'm kind of structured and, you know, kind of I wouldn't say closed in, but I'm kind of in the shell now. I'm more to myself now, opposed to back then. I have gotten to a point where I don't really like to meet new people now, and it's just like kind of, I don't know, it's kind of different, because 5 years ago, this person that I am now, I wouldn't dare hang around the person that I was right now 5 years ago. Like, I would call myself like a stuck up kind of like bitch, like for real, because back then there was no judgment. Like, I had my own swag, my own style, and then like I had friends that were total opposite. Like, I had like princess, like elegant friends, I had punk friends, I had emo friends, I had wild crazy friends, I had urban friends, I had Spanish friends, like you name it. I had white friends, Asian friends, like all kinds of friends, like, and they were all different, but they were my friends. Like, I connected with them in some kind of way, and they stuck, and we were just friends. And it's just like, and I feel like a part of me needs to get back to that, because I didn't judge nobody, like, at all. And I'm not gonna say that I judge people now. It's just that now I don't have patience, and I don't have tolerance, and I don't like repeating myself. Like, I don't like to be around a whole bunch of people. I get annoyed. Like, I like to be with myself, where I can gather my thoughts and just be zen, like, to myself. But there's a part of me that misses the old me, that misses the free, careless, just cool, like loving, loud, sassy, just the old me and my old friends, and you know what that represented in a whole, as far as my being and my personality. And it's just like, it's crazy, because you change for the better, but the sad part is that you change, and it's like, I don't like the fact that I've changed, but I understand, and I understand that I understand the necessity of it, and the reason behind it, you know. So there's a lot of people that I talked to back then that I don't even talk to now, like, at all. It was a time where my phone would ring constantly ringing, texting constantly. You know, hey, let's do this. Hey, we're all meeting here, let's do this. Just friends being friends, just hanging out, having a good time. And it's just like, now I hang with myself. Like, I hang with myself. I don't even hang with my family, bro. Like, I just be doing my own thing in my own world. And it's like, it's kind of sad in the sense of me being by myself, but it's fine, because being by myself has allowed me to understand myself more as a whole. It allows myself to understand me and just get back to me and the things that I like, the things that I enjoy, you know. And I feel like everybody needs to have a moment where they just focus on themselves and just get some mental clarity and some zen and some peace. Like, anyway, we're talking about friends. Zen and peace and self-worth and all that stuff is going to be in a whole nother video, but this video is simply about friendships a few years ago opposed to friendships now. I am a very cool, laid back, chill individual. I can be sassy at times. I have a smart mouth at times. I don't have patience at times. I'm very sweet. I'm very loving. I'm very loyal. I'm very giving. But when I feel like I don't agree with something, I don't agree, and I'm not changing my mind. Like, I'm very stubborn, very bullheaded at times when it comes to certain situations. But anyway, I feel like now 3 or 4 friends is good. It was a point where I didn't have no friends, and I was fine with that. But I've came to a realization that friends